Hi, and welcome to Lippy Presents Ghost News Network. Today I want to do something a little bit different. This is usually our slot for Equipment of the Week, but what I'd like to do is rotate that out with a new program that I want to call Theories of the Week. And these are going to be paranormal theories that we're going to talk about that coincide with some of the equipment that you're using and how they apply in the paranormal. So today I want to talk about our first paranormal theory, and that's the energy loss theory. So what does energy loss mean? Energy loss theory means people. When we go through our daily lives, we eat, we store food inside of ourselves that burn off as energy. And so how is a spirit going to use energy in order to manifest? What is it going to take in to burn out in order to try and manifest itself? This is a real basic way of looking at it, I understand, but it's the best way that I can portray it to you so that we kind of like understand how we're looking at it. With energy loss theory, a lot of people go out and they make these claims. They say, I just put fresh batteries in my camera or in my video camera, and it's just they die right away, and all this stuff occurs, and you know, they're like, I don't know what happened. So the energy loss theory is just that. A spirit is draining in energy of the battery that you're using from your device in order to try and help manifest it. It's trying to draw in that energy to burn it, to expel, in order to try and interact with you in some way, shape, or form. Another thing that people say is they feel drained. So your energy is sapped from your body. You feel nauseous. Some people say they feel dizzy, as if they've been malnourished in some way. So the other theory is that with energy loss, they might be draining in your energy in order to try and burn it off and expel it to manifest for you. Another way we use that is we have a device that we use called the energy loss meter. It's a trap meter is what I like to call it, because it's a great piece of equipment that you can have working for you. If you're not necessarily on top of it, you put it with a camera, it records, it might pick up that energy drain. We've talked about that device previously in the show, so if you haven't, just go ahead and jump back to, I think it's our first Equipment of the Week video that we ever did. We talked about the energy loss meter, which was created and devised by Michael Carnuto, the founder of Long Island Paranormal Investigators. Another thing with that is when you're using your cameras, you also need to just, as a side note, be aware of what type of camera you're using. Some cameras expel a lot of energy or drain a lot of battery when they're taking photos. There are some, when you're at night, you've got your flash on, you've got external lighting on, you've got all these things to try and capture paranormal activity. Some cameras you may only get 20 to 30 photos in before the batteries die. So just make sure you know what your camera can handle in those types of settings. Another thing, whenever we're using our video cameras, we don't use the LCD screen that pops open. If you need to look through your camera, use the viewfinder. The LCD screen is going to drain battery a lot quicker than, say, you're looking right through the viewfinder on your camcorder. So that is the energy loss theory. It's a great theory that you want to implement in your paranormal studies. A lot of people have a lot of claims and experiences with sudden drains of energy. I know one of the more famous spots is, they say that there's these caves by Devil's Den in Gettysburg where people have seen like a red mist and then they get a sudden battery drain, or they can't take pictures in certain areas. Their cameras just won't operate in the Gettysburg battlefield. So there are claims of those as well. So whatever's going on in that area has something to do with the energy loss theory, and how that applies to the paranormal, we're just not sure, especially since a lot of Gettysburg paranormal sightings tend to be residual. So that's the energy loss theory. I hope you guys liked this theory. We're going to be rotating our paranormal theories out with our Equipment of the Week for the foreseeable future. I'd just like to try and give you guys a little bit more content that you can absorb, because we're talking about these equipments and we're giving you a short basic idea of how the theories work. So I want to kind of extrapolate on that. We're going to be talking about EMF theories, we're going to be talking about EVPs, and we're going to talk about like how the different ranges all settle out. We're going to talk about a lot of debunking tools that we're going to be utilizing. We're going to talk about just a lot more content that you guys can watch and absorb, and I really hope that you like that content moving forward. So if you haven't yet, please let us know in the comments section below what you think, and also if you give this video a like, You can share it, and you can subscribe to our videos. And if you haven't yet, click that little notification bell so you know when all of our content is being released. So that's all I have for today on this week's Paranormal Theories. So until next time, take care, guys.